All right, so a customer brought me this device. I believe it's like a bakery kind of spray gun kind of thing. So it like paints it or something. So there's a KREA Swiss AG CH-4310 Rheinfelden, I don't know how to say multi-spray plus US, made in Germany. All right, so here you go, KREA Swiss. And the cord is broken. I tried fixing it earlier, but I didn't know how to get this cover off. So I tried just like splicing or connecting the wires and soldering it. We'll see if we can actually get the cover off and then repair it properly. So we're using a T20 or Torx 20 screwdriver. Let's go ahead and remove the screws here. Okay, so I believe, yeah, this Torx 20, right? Yep, T20. Okay, and we'll go ahead and remove this one as well. So it had like flour and stuff all over. I tried cleaning it a bit, but it was really hard to clean. You can see there's still gunk all over it. Okay, anyways, we got these two screws off. The customer told me they were able to slide this piece off. I don't know. I was trying before and I couldn't, so I don't know. Maybe I need to pull harder. I don't know how he pulled that out. I was trying and I couldn't even get it to budge. I was like able to pull this. As you can see, this piece comes out, but I don't know how. Oh, shoot. Okay, there we go. I guess I just wasn't pulling hard enough. Okay, so I wish I knew I was able to do that the first time. That would have made this repair so much easier. So in here, you can see we have this extra wire here going in. So we're just going to unroute this. And this has little screws here that let me basically disconnect this piece here. So basically we're going to have to splice more of this wire. So we're going to end up having to shorten this, which is okay because they can just get a new extension wire. Okay. And the only other thing we need to take note of is the black wire is going here and the white wire is going here. To make it so I don't get mixed up, I'm actually going to color it. I don't know why they don't have a, like you can see this is just black and black, so you won't know which is which. So I'm just going to mark this so I know this side is black. I mean, I have a blue Sharpie, so I don't know. Hopefully that's okay. I mean, I'll know what it means. I don't know if they'll know what it means. Honestly, though, I guess to be fair, it wouldn't really matter that much because this is a two-prong cable, right? And because it's two-prong cable, it's just AC. So, I mean, technically there's the, for the wall, there's going to be like the live and then the neutral or something, right? Or the, I don't know what the term is. But anyways, we're going to use a flathead screwdriver and we're going to go ahead and undo these, okay? So I'm just going to untwist this a little to basically release the wire, okay? You don't need to undo it all the way. We're just unscrewing it slightly and that should loosen it enough that we can pull this out. Okay, so they do have some gold thing here crimped on. I don't know. I don't have like replacements of this stuff to put on here, so I don't know if I'll be able to somehow get this out and be able to reuse it. If I could, that would be nice, because otherwise I'm just gonna have to basically crimp it directly on the wire. Let's see how this, okay, it just smushes flat. So that should actually be okay. If you look at inside, it just smushes completely flat onto itself. So it shouldn't really need these little brass, I don't know if it was brass or whatever, crimp things. But I could probably get it out. It looks like, I don't know, it would be a little bit difficult to get this out, but we'll see. All right. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and slide this rubber piece down. And this piece can move around. You'll be able to see the messed up stuff that I did before because I didn't know how to get this whole cover off. So we wrap this with some Kapton tape. We're not going to need this anymore, but we'll need to cut about that much. So let me see how long this wire is. So we'll need about, it's about 1.5, right? So that's about halfway up to this notch of my finger. And then the amount of this wire we'll need exposed. Oh, I probably should have left it. Well, I'll just cut it to there and then we can leave all the rest and figure out like smushing it into there. So we can slide actually all of this stuff off. Let's actually go ahead and cut this out here. So we'll just unwrap the Kapton tape here, okay? And basically we're just gonna snip this entire thing off, and then we'll go ahead and split the, what do you call that? Sorry, my brain's not working right now. We'll cut that rubber shielding off, okay? So there we go, we cut that, and then again, we're gonna wanna cut it to about there. So we need to cut this rubber piece off to about there. So I don't have a good one to really splice that, so let's see. I wish I had like a, what do you call this, like a wire stripper thing. We're just gonna cut it like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'll run this through the outer casing here, and I think I can now use this. It'll be easier. So we'll just go in there, and we can just go ahead and kind of work our way down. I might have to actually, I don't think this is thin enough. So I guess I'm going to have to just use this all the way. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and cut it all the way down here. If I had the proper tools to do this, this would be so much easier. Okay, I'm gonna have to be careful because I don't want to slice my finger open. We'll go ahead and slice it this way like this. Okay, and hopefully after I score it, I can now push this through here and it'll be easier to separate. Let's see. Now, it's gonna be a pain, isn't it, without the right tools? Okay, let's go ahead and do this again. I'm gonna just score it again. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend the wire as I kind of cut this. And you can see it opened up. Okay. Oh, I think I actually cut into the other wire, so I'm probably going to have to do it again, but let's see. While I'm pulling this, I'll cut it slightly. I cut too deep into it. Okay, I didn't know the rubber was that soft. Okay, and now we can pull this out. Did I cut into... Okay. I slightly cut into the white wire, so that might be a little bit dangerous there. Okay, so let me see. You see that? I cut into this white wire. So I'm going to just snip it again. It's going to be shorter, but I don't want to leave that risk there. So we're going to snip this off again. Sadly, we're going to have to lose another 1.5 inches or so. Okay. It's alright. Better safe than sorry. Okay. We'll slide this rubber piece down. Okay, again, we'll measure about to here. Let me see if I can just do it straight from cutting this. So I'll slice that, and then I'll bend it. Oh yeah, okay. So if I bend it while I'm cutting it, it'll actually be a lot easier. So bend it, and then score it, and then work your way over. We'll bend the other side, we'll rotate it and bend it again, and then we'll score it. Okay, rotate it again, then bend it and score it. Technically this, you'd be okay with using any 2-prong wire. This is, what does it say? 18 AWG. So you can use 18 or even a higher number, technically. I mean a lower number, sorry. If you use a lower number, the wire will be thicker, so it might not fit in here. But yeah, you can technically use any kind of extension cable wire that's just 2 prongs. If you use a 3-prong, then it's definitely going to be a lot thicker. So keep that in mind. Okay, you can see we got most of it. We'll score this a little. Yeah, that works better. Just score it a little and then bend it, and you can see it comes out nicely. All right, so we got all this string here that we don't need. So we can actually go ahead and snip that string off. Okay, I'll just use some scissors here. Don't need this string, so we'll just cut that stuff. Toss toss that. All right, and toss that. Sorry, I know somebody's gonna be like, why didn't you edit it? But this is my learning process, so I'm just gonna show the entire learning process for myself, okay? All right, so now we got that, and we got this wire here, so we're gonna cut off just that much, okay? A very little amount. I'll just put my thumbnail there to kind of see about how far to cut. And now I'm gonna do the same process. I'm just gonna bend it, and then while I'm bending it, I'll just score it slightly. Oh, I almost did the thing upside down and cut my finger open. Okay, score it slightly, rotate it. Okay, continue bending it. Same thing, we'll score it. Okay, rotate again. Score the other side. Again, this would be a lot easier with actual wire strippers, wire cutters, or whatever, a stripper, because I don't need to actually cut the wire. I just need to separate it. And then once you cut all around a little bit, you can kind of just wiggle it, and you can see the rubber itself is kind of breaking where it's bending. And there we go. We got that piece out. Okay, now we'll do the same with the white one. Okay, where did I score it initially? Okay, here's that. If you want, you can kind of twist these wires up a little bit so it kind of stays more bundled together. All right. And now we're just going to go ahead and cut this one around. Same thing, bend it a little, score it, right, bend it a little, and score it. All right, make sure the scored marks line up. Okay, you can see we got into the copper. And now we're just going to wiggle it around, and there we go. Okay, so we got the sleeve off. Now what we'll do is we'll get this into there, and you just need to line that up and pinch that. Make sure that the jacket of it is outside, okay? Because you don't want it pinching on that jacket portion, then it's not going to actually make a connection. So I'm going to twist this wire as well. Okay. Oh, I twisted it the opposite direction, but it won't matter because it just smushes down on top. Okay, so we'll get these two in. Oh. All right, get these in there. And this one. There we go. All right, and now we just got to screw this down. Hopefully you can see. And basically, once you get that lined up and tighten this all the way into place, it'll pinch those wires completely flat and hold it in place. So what we'll do is we'll make sure it's nice and tight, completely tightened. Okay. That's good. That's good. All right. And then you want to try and pull the wire out. It shouldn't be able to move at all. All right, I'm pulling really tight and it's not going anywhere. That's how we know this is screwed in tight and holding strong. All right, so now we just got to put this thing back together. So this, oops, this, we didn't need this tool. We'll set that aside. Okay, this just goes on here. And you can see it lines up to hold itself in place. And then we have to zigzag it like it was before. So this goes out here. And then after it goes out there, this twists over to the side here. And then this goes right there. Okay, hold that into place. No, it's going to be hard to show this, but anyways, maybe I should remove the attachment. All right, then we're going to twist this over to the side and fold it. It's going to be a little bit tough to fold this wire in there, but fold it over. All right, hopefully you can see. Now it's folded onto there. And then we're going to rotate it and fold it over this way. Okay, make sure that this portion is slid in to where this thick portion goes into this groove here. Right, so I'm going to have to slide it up a little bit. Rotate it over and get that in that groove. Okay. And there we go. Now we got it all lined up. Sorry, I don't know if you can see. Now we got this all lined up. Make sure you're not having this plugged in when you're working on it. Obviously, if you didn't know that, I don't know. You probably already electrocuted yourself. But there we go. Then we'll take this piece, get it lined up again. And we basically just slide it on. It has these rails inside. So make sure that lines up with these rails over here, okay? And slide it into place. All right, and push everything tight. And then just get the screws back in, and that's pretty much it. So again, we'll switch back to the T20, Torx 20 screwdriver. All right, and knowing that, actually, this made it easier than how I was trying to fix it before. So I'm glad that the customer actually was able to get the cover off, because I didn't realize it took that much force to separate the two pieces. So if I knew that, I could have actually repaired it properly the first time. All right, so we got that screw in. Now we'll get this screw in. I always like to turn it backwards first to make sure it goes in the correct way, especially since it's going into plastic. You don't want the threads going on wrong and then breaking itself. Okay, so now that we got that, we're gonna go ahead and just plug it in, make sure it works, and we should be good to go. All right, so I'll toss this gunk. And they lost, maybe about 7 inches or so, 8 inches or so of the cable, but that should be okay. Again, if they really wanted, they can use another longer extension cord. So yeah, all right, anyways, we'll plug this in. Okay, and it should, yep, oh, I'm spraying out random gunk. Oops, I sprayed that all over my work desk. So they do have some liquid still in there. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it. We got that fixed. Hopefully this video helped somebody out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. All right, bye.